What's more delicious than a perfect cut of steak? Perhaps some of these items that are no longer available at these beloved steakhouse chains. Steakhouses offer a lot more than just steak, but as you would expect, red meat is usually the menu focal point at this type of restaurant. Because of that, it's more than a bit surprising that Fleming's Prime Steakhouse and Wine Bar stopped serving its peppercorn steak. Fleming's added peppercorn steak to its menu back in 2010, but as delicious as it was, this steak did not survive the test of time. It's quite unfortunate that this uniquely seasoned steak disappeared from the menu because it didn't come with an ordinary creamy peppercorn sauce. Instead, this dish featured an unrivaled sweet and spicy steak sauce that also had a hint of citrus and a bit of a smoky taste. Fleming's called the sauce F17, but the chain never revealed all of the ingredients. We've not found anything quite the same, so we continue to harbor hope that maybe it will come back. Fleming's Prime isn't the only steakhouse chain that has removed a staple beef dish from its menu. Saltgrass Steakhouse once served thick slabs of prime rib, but it no longer carries this item. Now that the chain has discontinued the dish, customers are taking to TripAdvisor and Yelp to lament the fact that they can no longer order prime rib at this establishment. Saltgrass Steakhouse's menu does still feature plenty of red meat options in the form of steaks and burgers. And while they do taste great, they just don't quite hit the mark when a thick, juicy slab of prime rib is what you're craving.
Not if you like prime rib, Bubby.
Outback Steakhouse might not be the first place you think of when you want a quesadilla, but its menu used to include both a beef quesadilla and an Alice Springs chicken quesadilla. The chain still has Alice Springs chicken on its menu, but only as an entree. Tortillas are not offered as a side at Outback, but you could make your own version of this item by going on a secret menu adventure. Simply order Alice Springs chicken to go, then make it into quesadillas at home using your own tortillas. Feel free to do the same with a takeout order of your favorite steak from the restaurant. While it's unfortunate that this item is no longer around, at least Outback did its customers a solid by letting them know via Twitter when the company decided to remove quesadillas from its menu. At one time, you could have gotten a wonderful pasta dinner at Texas Roadhouse, but unfortunately, this is no longer the case. The restaurant used to serve a tantalizing pasta dish called Sierra Chicken Pasta. This rich and creamy meal included grilled chicken, penne pasta, and a decadently delicious cream sauce flavored with peppers, onions, and Asiago cheese. Texas Roadhouse does still have grilled chicken entrees on its menu, but it no longer carries any type of pasta. So if it's pasta you're craving, you'll need to dine elsewhere. Unless, of course, this casual dining chain decides to bring back this once popular dish. Speaking of rich, creamy, and discontinued, we're sad to say that Saltgrass Steakhouse no longer carries seafood fondue on its menu. Saltgrass featured this decadently rich and flavor-packed dip on its Facebook page back in 2018. The seafood fondue was also highlighted via a TV station cooking segment that same year. Such recognition speaks to its popularity, but sometimes popularity isn't enough. For whatever reason, this delicious appetizer disappeared from the Saltgrass Steakhouse menu not long after it was so positively received. The restaurant still offers seafood entrees and shrimp appetizers, but it no longer features any kind of fondue or dip. Outback Steakhouse has terrific soup. The restaurant offers several tasty options, but alas, the once popular Walkabout Soup is no longer a regular menu item. You can still get French onion soup, baked potato soup, or Tasmanian chili at Outback, and they all taste great. Regardless, the Walkabout Soup will be missed. For those who never got to try it but are curious, it was a thick, rich and creamy cheese and onion soup with a chicken stock base. The dish was super filling, packed with flavor, and different from any other soup you're likely to try. While patrons can no longer order the dish anytime they'd like, it did make an all-too-brief appearance in March 2023 to highlight the brand's 35th anniversary. Logan's Roadhouse offers a variety of side dishes, but grilled vegetable skewers are no longer among those available options. According to a number of Facebook comments, quite a few Logan's Roadhouse customers wish that the restaurant would bring back this beloved side dish. That's certainly understandable, as grilled veggies go perfectly with steak, chicken, and many other items on the chain's menu. Not only do grilled vegetable skewers taste great, but they're also a low-calorie and low-carb option. Some commenters have pointed out that the this restaurant's grilled vegetable skewers were ideal for diet-conscious diners, but they're not the only ones who miss this side dish. Others simply lament that they can no longer get this unique and deliciously marinated item. Logan's Roadhouse does offer green beans and corn as side dishes for veggie-loving diners, but those selections aren't as exciting as mixed veggies on skewers. To the chagrin of dieters, the other sides on the restaurant's menu are mostly calorie and carb-laden potato or rice dishes. It's not just entrees, apps, and sides that get discontinued at steakhouse chains. Desserts sometimes also get the axe. One notable example is the warm apple Cinnabun Sundae that Logan's Roadhouse introduced back in 2021. This now discontinued treat featured a warm cinnamon roll and cooked apple chunks with an uber-decadent topping of vanilla ice cream and caramel sauce. It was the perfect sweet treat to enjoy at the end of a delicious steakhouse meal.
Damn, sinful buns by the Cinnabun.
Logan's Roadhouse does still offer cinnamon apples as a premium side dish, so you could get somewhat close to the discontinued dessert by combining that item with a scoop of ice cream. And if you were to order cinnamon apples and ice cream to go, you could pick up a hot and fresh cinnamon roll on the way home for an even closer approximation. Steak and potatoes are a natural combination, but what about steak and ice cream? Not so much. You might think, but where's your sense of adventure? In 2019, Longhorn Steakhouse decided to combine the two in a truly unique way. The result was steak and bourbon ice cream. To be clear, we're not talking about steak with a side of bourbon-flavored ice cream. We're talking actual ice cream with the taste of both bourbon and steak in the form of beef jerky. Not only did Longhorn serve it in the restaurant, but it also offered it for sale by the pint, so customers could take some home for later. Steak might be an odd flavor to combine with ice cream and bourbon, but crab cakes are a perfectly logical choice for the menu of a steakhouse. After all, surf and turf is a popular dish. Saltgrass Steakhouse used to serve jumbo lump crab cakes, but they are no longer on the menu at the popular restaurant. Fortunately, you will still be able to enjoy lump crab meat at Saltgrass, just not in the form of crab cakes. Instead, you can order the chain's flavorful Oscar topping. It features lump crab and asparagus in a lemon butter sauce, seasoned with capers, green onions, and pepper flakes. You can order salmon Oscar directly from the menu or add Oscar topping to any steak.